Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Ether, Bitcoin, crypto, more bits, more ETH. Huge gains over the weekend. Steven's here. He says, we thuman. Joey's here. Good morning, and God bless everybody in the population of the chat box. We can't ever receive enough blessings from the Lord. So shout out to Joey. And indeed, this morning, I've woke up and things are skyrocketing over the weekend, making it looks like Bitcoin and Ether has made over 10% gains over the weekend. Last time I checked, I think we left off around 94, 95 last week. And then over the weekend, this thing started moving and grooving, sounding and looking really sexy. I'll tell you that much. We're currently at, let's look at the charts, actually. Let me go ahead and turn these coins off, share my screen. Good morning, Trappin'. I see you. Bitcoin currently at $10,340. Looking really, really sexy today. Day range from 99 to 10.3. We're on the higher end of the range. And let's look at the 5 days to see the movement that this thing did over the weekend. Ether leading the charge, though, as far as the blue chips, making more gains than Bitcoin. But, you know, we start off with Bitcoin because it's the original. It's the king of crypto, guys. It's the king of the cryptos. So you could see here, and we went from like 94 skyrocketing 10.3. Now the 52-week high is 10,522. So I would assume that is the next level of resistance. Now, if we can crack through 10.5, which, you know, anything's possible at this moment. If we can crack through 10.5, then perhaps maybe we would achieve what we've been trying to achieve for such a long time here, which is to conquer 10K and put the body in the bag. Okay? That's what we need. And right now we're above 10K, but usually when this happens, there's a sell-off. You know, we just cracked 10K yesterday, so let's see if we can stay above it. That's really the task at hand. Can we stay above 10,000? And it's looking good right now. So, clear resistance at 10.5 though, guys. Good morning to Khan. Joey Ray says they're a gain in the cap. Yeah, we're going to check the cap in just a moment. Southside's here. He says making that money even when Tesla's going down, shorting Litecoin. Oh, all right. Shorting Litecoin. Where are you doing that at? Where could you short the lights? I guess in Binance or something? I'm not sure. But, you know, I was a Litecoin holder for such a while, and I'm glad that I got out of that bag. I am glad that I got out of that bag. And in fact, I told you guys I swapped out the light. This is a while ago, too. I mean, probably at least, I think, pre-Rona. Anyhow, yeah, I swapped out most of it into ETH. I told you guys, ETH. Listen, I'm not anybody's crypto daddy. I'm not an advisor. I'm not giving, tips or anything here. I'm giving my opinion. Okay, the whole channel should be Champ IMO. Okay, Champ IMO is the channel, guys. Let me click this ad. You too should be downloading the Brave browser immediately. If you're calling yourself crypto maniac, crypto friendly, crypto whatever, make sure you're using a browser that allows you to earn crypto. Okay, even if it's $3-4, because this thing appears to be skyrocketing. You make $3 a bat this year, and then I don't know, a year or two from now it could be worth 10, 15. I don't know. Could be. Maybe it can't be either, but it's a possibility. Southside said it is a real good exchange. What are you talking about, Binance? Yeah, I use Binance, and I even keep some crypto on Binance and everything, which is a no-no, an absolute no-no for crypto guys. But I keep it 1,000 with you guys. Let's go ahead and check out the coin cap. Everything was booming over the weekend. We got green across the board. More bits, and more kabooms. Kaboom. And the original boomers, guys. I'm talking about kaboom before that boom thing became a meme. Southside says Femix. Okay, I'm not familiar with that one, Southside, but yeah, thanks for letting us know. Femix. So yeah, he's shorting the coins or whatnot, and yeah. I'm not myself. I'm not really a shorter. I don't really do the derivatives like that, but there's a strategy, I can't take all the strategies. I got my strategies and things that work for me. I don't really get into the futures, but I know people win. And I'll tell you this, I'm bearish on Litecoin because I got out of it. So, Ty City says, you know me, I'm taking profit again. There you go, Ty. Yeah, guys, don't be scared to take some profits. Okay, I think we learned that, like there's been, the meme within the crypto communities, hodl, 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 hodl. But, how about those that hodled till it went to 20K and then they had to hold the bag when it went down to 3, don't ever be scared to take some gains. Okay, it's my opinion. IMO, in my opinion. The whole channel is IMO. In my opinion is, don't be scared to take a little green off the table. Shout out to Ty. He seems to have the right idea. Ether up another 5%, 5.5% today at 323. This thing seems to be on a clear path to 500. All-time high for Ether is 1,400. So, this thing got room to grow. And I would expect Ether to make more gains percentage-wise than Bitcoin here in the short term. That's my expectation. Of course, the champ could be wrong, right? Ripple at 21 cents. Bitcoin Cash at 259. Cardano's the only one in the red, but Cardano's moving up on the caps out here. Cardano at 14 cents. They've been making their upgrades, and it seems like people are attracted to Cardano. Now, my understanding here with Cardano is that they're not fully complete with whatever they're doing here. It's still a work in progress, and they've been promising. They've been moving a little slow, but they're actually delivering. So, shout out to Cardano. I like Cardano, guys. Shout out to everybody holding it. Now, as of late, I'm not really holding any Cardano, but I think the change shows promise. And, ever since I talked to Hawkinson back in, 2017, 2018, somewhere around there, I like the project, and I think it's a thumbs up. You got Satoshi Vision falling in the rankings. I don't need to talk about that. Litecoin, they're at 49. Crypto.com, they're at 15 cents. Binance, down in the rankings. They're at $19 now at number 10. EOS at 277. Chainlink also losing a little rank, down 5%. Chainlink at 702. Tezos, 284. Also taking a little hit. Stellar at 9 cents. It seems to me like, that FOMO. Steven's asking when FOMO. Yeah, I think that FOMO's starting to kick in now on ETH and Bitcoin. When you see some of these other coins like Link and Tezos, amongst others, dumping. Because, I have nothing bad to say about Link and Tezos. They've been performing like fourth batters, like Barry Bonds, like Mark McGwire on steroids as of late. But now that Bitcoin and ETH are making gains, it seems like there's a possibility some people may be dumping the alts to go into Bitcoin, which is blasting, and Ether burning. Shout out to Johnson. Yeah, looking good. I'm excited. I'm happy about this. This is good. And then you got Monero there at 77. So looking good. Let's see who the top gainers are. Elron, I don't know much about. Unibright, Ether Classic making its move. And, I finally ended up dumping Ether Classic. But look, it finally came back around, And when I picked up this Ether Classic not too long ago, my idea was, listen, I eventually Ether is going to make its gains. And I think Ether Classic might ride its coattails. Now, that seems like what's happening today. But I wasn't around for that gain. I ended up dumping Ether Classic, I think last week maybe. But yeah, it's up. Let me hit refresh here. See who else is up today. And there was another coin here that I was checking out. This coin right here, Ampleforth. Okay, this is an interesting coin. I was reading about this coin this week, and don't sleep on this one, guys. This one here is, I think, this has the potential to crack into the top 20, maybe even the top 10. I'm still learning about it, and it seems something, it's a coin that has a different approach here. This Ampleforth AMPL, it's down today, but it made some serious gains this past week, and you can see here on the charts, even BTC-wise and market cap-wise. And Ampleforth describes itself as a smart commodity money. It's chain agnostic and reportedly less correlated to Bitcoin and other digital assets, says the description here on CoinMarketCap. And, I was reading in the forum, and what's interesting is that the programming of this blockchain allows for the circulating supply to change depending on the market cap, I believe. somehow, and I'm still reading about this and I'm still learning, somehow the circulating supply adjusts itself to reflect the price of USD in 2019, I believe. So I got to look at this a little bit more, but there's something to this, that if you're holding this token and then people start selling it, it adjusts its circulating supply so that the market cap remains about the same. So you may end up getting more or less coins depending on the demand. And right now this thing has been going up. So I can't explain this clearly yet because I literally just learned about this over the weekend, but don't sleep on this one. This Ampleforth token is something like I haven't seen before. This one is different. Okay. And this token may serve as some sort of a stable coin. But unlike those that are holding stable coins, there is an incentive to hold this coin because of what I'm telling you about how the circulating supply and the market cap adjusts itself according to like a program. And again, I haven't figured out the bells and whistles yet, but I remember when I'm reading, I was like, oh, there's something here. There's something here. So, I put that in my something here watch list category. I'm going to really dive and slide deeper into the research of this one, Ampleforth. So let me go back. I kind of covered that a little too long, but I think it's even worth its own video. So let's go back to the Elrond's up, Unibright, FTX, which is one that we were holding for a moment. And how about Flexacoin? This thing was the oddball, the wild card in our community portfolio. And this thing is it's still making gains. Remember, we constructed a portfolio a couple weeks ago, DeFi only. And we added some of the top DeFi coins, including Comp, Kyber, and whatnot. And we came across Flexacoin, and it looked promising. But on the other hand, it seemed funny bunny because most of the trading volume is on one exchange, I believe. And I don't know, something put me off about it. But I said, let's give it a whirl. And it seems it was the more risky move out of the entire bag. And this thing has made some gains as of late. And so much so that we took some gains on the Flexacoin and swapped them into Synthex. I'll show you that portfolio in just a moment. If you've been following, you know what it consists of. But I'll show it in just a moment. So you got tokens on the up and up. Is there any discounts? I noticed that some of the DeFi tokens were being dumped. And this is understandable. I think that, after a nice couple weeks of DeFi run-up, now Ether's making moves. Some people may be dumping these DeFi coins to purchase the blue chippers. Maybe. ABBC coin is down 18%. This coin has a lot of volatility. I see it up. I see it down. I don't know what to say about this coin. I just see it, and I've seen it move a lot. Both up and down. Thorchain's down, Swipe is down, Blockstack. This is another one that I like the business model. I like what they're offering, a service that allows businesses to build their own dApps and on their own blockchain with widgets or whatnot. So it's like kind of a blockchain programming service type. I really like this idea, this business idea. Now, if it works as a crypto, I don't know. VeChain's down, Compound's down, Aave, which is Lend, is down. We have Compound and Aave Lend token in our bag. And then, of course, Ampleforth is down. I just explained this one. I'll tell you, don't sleep on that. Where's Ampleforth being traded? I know you can Uniswap it, but yeah, it's KuCoin. And then you can also get it on Kyber. So yeah, and it's also on Uniswap. So keep an eye on this one. I mean, I don't have it in my bag, but I'm strongly considering this one. When I read about it, I want to do a little bit more research. Maybe I'll do a whole video, but it's like unlike any other crypto. Okay, and the fact that it's made to be uncorrelated to Bitcoin, less correlated to Bitcoin than other digital assets. I think it's worth checking out. DeFi will be back this time. Even huge. Yeah, DeFi, listen, it's just taking a little dip. It's okay. Chainlink has days that it sells off and then ended up going up. Things don't go up in a straight line. There's going to be sell-offs and little dips, but I think DeFi, it's not even that it'll be back. It's just taking a little break. It could be booming tomorrow or the day after. We don't know. We're about to touch 10.5. Looks like CMA gap got me nervous, 96.45. We'll check out the price of Bitcoin in just a moment. Let's go ahead and run down these headlines while I click this ad real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we got CoinDesk reporting anything. Odds of Bitcoin hitting a record high in 2020 are slightly up. Options data suggests. Let me tell you, I've been, trading in the options there with the BTC. And the future contract, the contracts that are available to buy in the future, they're all, everything after December 2020 has a strike price above 10,000. You can't even get into a contract below 10,000, at least on Ledger X right now. I haven't seen any contracts that expire in 2021 with a strike price lower than 10,000. They got strike prices up to, I think, 50 or 100,000 you could buy calls on. But you can't even sell puts on anything less than 10K further out than past December 2020. So that indicates to me that there's a strong sentiment amongst traders and speculators that the price of Bitcoin will be above 10,000 in 2021 and will remain there. I mean, you can't even buy a contract under 10K. So, right now the demand obviously is probably not there. I would assume as we approach 2021, if the price is closer to where it's at now, those contracts would exist. But just something to consider. Maker's value locked breaches $1 billion ceiling. Maker, that DeFi platform, is now number one again. Check out Wall Street and see what they're saying. Today, the Republicans are going to introduce their bill when it comes to this this bailout, this PPP, this CARES Act, basically this Corona stimulus. And they're talking about another $1,200 in checks. You're hearing echo? Yeah, I lowered the monitors a little bit. That should help. Gold prices hit record and the dollar drops. Got to check those gold prices in just a moment. We haven't covered the stocks yet. Billionaire investor Ray Dalio warns U.S.-China conflict could become a capital war that hits the dollar. And I somewhat agree with him. Let's see what the White House is suggesting here with these stimulus package. Once Litecoin goes past $50, input long to 60, next resistance, trading support resistance is crucial winning in this game. Yeah, I'm not following Litecoin like that anymore, Southside. But yeah, it makes sense. I would say that, it needs to get out of that $40 range, which is it's been stuck at for such a long time. Let's see what White House officials suggest. You got Mnuchin over here. Let's see what they're saying. White House officials on Sunday suggested the best way to proceed with corona relief is to split the Democratic $3.4 billion plan into pieces and pass some measures quickly while debate lingers on other items. In an interview with ABC, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows said he thought Congress should pass unemployment insurance, aid to schools, and liability protection for businesses. Perhaps we can put that forward, get that passed, and negotiate the rest of the bill. Yeah. In an interview on Fox News Sunday, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin confirmed that the Republican package would reduce the blanket $600 weekly unemployment payment. Instead, the bonus would be tailored to workers' income, so they get about 70% of their take-home pay. And this is also big. Once this unemployment kicks off, and because there's a lot of people, and I'm sure people that are listening to this are included in this category. There's a significant amount of people that are getting paid more than they were working. They were getting paid more with unemployment than they were in their job. Okay, and I think as this changes and people get strapped for cash, and maybe putting more pressure on the economy. ESPN is integrating Bitcoin and crypto payments in their gaming platform. Boom. Yeah, I read that headline. I did read a headline like that. I don't know the details, but yeah, we reported last week that now banks are okay to custody crypto, and the comptroller, the U.S. comptroller of the banks, I forgot what his specific title is, but he's some sort of a comptroller. He or she, I'm assuming it's a he. Anyhow, they okayed banks to custody crypto. So what that means is, from my understanding, is that any banks now, they could sell crypto or hold crypto or custody crypto, which is another product and service that they can offer. ESPN is integrating Bitcoin and crypto payments in their gaming platform. We read that. Tony says, I wish I could invest in big screen TV sales and Air Jordans. I mean, you could invest in Nike and you could invest in manufacturers of TV. So, yeah, the answer is yes. Cash me out and bought a house by the lake. There you go. Stocks futures higher with earnings stimulus talks ahead. We talked about that. Let's look at the stock prices here, actually. Stock market quotes. S&P is up slightly, 0.5%. 32.33. Dow up 0.41 at 26,577. Crude oil getting clapped. The talk has been metals. Metals 1937 for gold. Looking sexy. Silver at $24.52. Platinum's up as well, 969. Even copper is up, guys. So the metals are definitely on the rise right now, along with Bitcoin. Seems like these hard assets and the hard digital assets are catching a bid. The bonds are low, which is bearish for the market, in my opinion. 10-year yield is at 0.58. That's not good. And you can see the active stocks on the U.S. exchange. And then, of course, the crypto's up 10,382. Ether at 325. Looking strong right now. Let's look at the Ether charts. I'm glad. I've been picking up Ethers for a while, for years. And I stopped picking up Ether until most recently, a month or two ago, I started buying back into Ether. And I told you guys around 170, 180, I started picking back up. So I'm happy about that. And I let you guys know. It's not. All right, major gainers today. Silver, top gainer on my watch list, up another 6. ETH USD. Let's look at the ETH against USD. $325 there on ETH. Looking good. Let me look at the techs here. Technicals are looking strong as well. Strong buy on the day. Let's look at the week. Looking pretty good, and the 1 month is good as well. Tesla is making moves again, up another 4%. Tesla at 1477. Upwork is another one that's making moves. This thing is on the up and up out here, guys. Where are the discounts today? Kava getting clapped up. We have some Kava in our portfolio. Link getting clapped up. Comp getting clapped up. Kyber getting clapped up. And these are tokens that we have in our portfolio. Not Link as of late, but Lend. It seems to me that those that were heavy on the DeFi started dumping for the blue chips. Vanguard ETFs are the best at Southside. Yeah, they're pretty stable. That's what most 401ks and a lot of retirements handle. Champ, I answered your call for 32 ETH 2 months ago. Thank you. Kaboom. Shout out to everybody joining that 32 ETH club. My understanding is that they may roll out this 32 ETH sometime this year. We've been waiting for a while, but the rumor, of course, this is a rumor. It hasn't been confirmed. The rumor is that if you have 32 ETH, when they do the upgrade, that you'll be able to be a validator or some sort of node that receives rewards. So, and big shout out to anybody that had the rewards aside. Like, if you picked up ETH at 170, now it's at 320. I mean, you're almost at doubling up your bag. One of my stocks up 40% on the open. Yeah, I mean, I always say this. If your bag moves 40%, in a day, you should consider taking profits. In my opinion, IMO is the whole entire channel out here. But I'm not your crypto daddy. Kaboom. Bitcoin 10371. Let's see if there's a sell-off here. Let's see if there's a sell-off. Let me check out D-Live real quick. And shout out to everybody on D-Live. And I'll keep this one short. I want to do these broadcasts more like 30 minutes. Because if I do that, I think I would have more other time maybe to do like a second video. I got to do more small, shorter videos that are not just live stream. I mean, I got to keep up with the live stream, but I think I got to add. Shout out to the two maniacs, Christozilla donating an ice cream. And kaboom to that. PayPal, ESPN, American National Bank supporting crypto. EU $2 trillion stimulus package. All the good reasons for crypto and ETH, Bitcoin, Moon, boom. Yeah. We know about. We've covered this PayPal with Paxos. Now you just mentioned the ESPN, which I saw that headline. American National Banks. I don't know America. I don't know what that means, American National Banks. But I did talk about in banks are allowed to custody crypto. EU $2 trillion stimulus package. Yeah, they've been okay with a package, and it seems like they're gonna okay another package here in the U.S. sooner than later. So that's, I would say, positive. So big shout out to Southside, Johnson, Sparta, Jigger, Rome's, and everybody else making gains out there. But yeah, how about the DeFi? Let's check out our DeFi portfolio because it seems like it may be in the red today after so much selling off DeFi-wide, which I'm not concerned about at all. I'm not, I think actually it's bullish. Okay. So we're 9180. Okay, remember we started with 9150, so we went up 1,000. And now we're selling off again, and that's okay. I mean, we're still net positive here, and we've only had this bag for like 2 weeks. But just to show you how volatile things are. I mean, we started at 91.50, went up to like 10.3, and now we are underperforming Bitcoin. Remember, we wanted to outperform Bitcoin, but right now we're behind. So let's keep an eye. Let's keep an eye. But I still like this bag. I'm positive on these bags. But look at Flexacoin making moves like no other. Wow. Sheesh. Yeah, banks are allowing you to custody crypto. Yeah, we talked about that. Maybe you were online or not. I think it's extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. I would expect, more mom and pop. Well, there's no mom and pop banks, but community banks and just banks in general, just to have more crypto services. Altcoins will boom again once Bitcoin and Ether slow down. Yeah, absolutely, Tony. I agree. And listen, it's not that the altcoins are dooming either. I mean, I just showed you the DeFi portfolio. I mean, it's still up. I mean, slightly, but it's not like it's dumping and it's still basically where it was at a few weeks ago. It's the thing is that Bitcoin and Ether are just making those gains. They pulled ahead. And that's good, though. The blue chippers need to pull ahead. A rising tide lifts all boats. So right now, these blue chips are leading the charge, and that's good. I'm thinking, let me look at the Bitcoin dominance here. Has Bitcoin dominance changed any? Bitcoin dominance currently at 61.7. It hasn't really changed much as of last week. Let me look at the one to check out. I'll expect Ether's market cap to grow. I don't think that Ether's going to overtake Bitcoin right now, but it's something to look at. I think its market cap is going to grow more than Bitcoin right now. You saw back in January 2018, it's the silver line that you should be looking at here. Well, no, excuse me, the blue line. And there was a moment there that Ether almost took over. Bitcoin, Ether had 31% of the market cap, and Bitcoin had 37% of the market cap. This was in June 2017. And since then, Ether has lost a little bit of share, and then Bitcoin's went back up. But what I do expect is a trend here similar to this area right here on the chart, where look, I'm specifically looking at the blue line. Let me actually turn them all off. All the other lines off. I don't want to look at the Satoshi Vision. Let me turn all these other off. Boom. Turn off the others right too. So yeah, just orange is Bitcoin, and this other this darker, what is that, blue, I guess, is Ether. So they kind of, Ether kind of competed with Bitcoin right here, June 18th, 2017, excuse me, and it went down. But I would expect Bitcoin's dominance to decrease a little bit and Ether's to increase. Now, I don't think Ether's going to overtake it as of late, but to put it another way, Ether should, in the short term, make more gains percentage-wise than Bitcoin. SPI Premium says, best crypto channel, bought more bits and a bag of Cardano, 2 days of speculation. Shout out to you. Salute, champ. What's a better way to make a stream when Bitcoin is bullish? I mean, it's obvious that the opportunities now, it's like, what do? You buy when it's red and you sell when it's green, right? Like that's, you buy low, sell high, right? Like that's pretty much standard commerce. So I would be looking at what is on discount today. What's on discount today, and you can see, what's on discount. Some of the tokens that we like, for instance, I was just talking about Ampleforth, although I don't know enough about that. But, things like Lend, Compound, Kyber are tokens that we like. And, being that they're down 11% today, I'm definitely looking at them. If I were to, I'm not going to buy something when the price goes up. For the most part, right? Do you go to the store if the prices go up, or do you want to go to the store on a sale? You usually go when the prices go down. So, but like things like Chainlink, Augur, Tezos, Kyber, Compound, Lend, these are all tokens that we like, and they're on a significant discount today. So, I would consider them. When Bitcoin surges, I think low Satoshi coins and tokens rise, and the high Satoshi coins tokens bleed. Yeah, that may be true. What I guess what I'm saying is that, when this is rising, I'm looking for quality tokens that are on discount. Crypto Task Force, he says, I thank the Lord for my life, health, and the fact that Champ is streaming. Thank you so much, Task Force. Salute to you as well. Tezos just dumped hard profit. Yeah, I think that most of these DeFi coins are dumping hard because people have taken profit. You got to understand. I mean, like, these coins are fairly new, Comp and Lend and whatnot. Some people haven't been holding them for a long time, and some of them made some gains, and I think they have sold. And listen, guys, if you want to hold mid to long term, it's pretty obvious, at least to myself, that it should probably crypto-wise be Bitcoin or Ether. I've already said this. That they're, in my opinion, those are the only blue chip coins. I would add Monero in there. Okay, but all these other coins, even the ones that I like Link, Compound, I think they're very promising and they may stick around and everything, but they haven't been around as long as these other coins. You always streamed, even in bad or boring days. You always bring us smiles. Now we pump like Scott Steiner. Papa Pump. Streams are good when the trenches are clean and without soy attacks. Listen to the champ guys and find your way to the Lord, Bitcoin, and Ether. Thank you so much, Crypto Task Force. I appreciate that you recognize that. I made it a point to make sure that we kept streaming even on the dark days. I know you were here. Even when things went to like $3,000 after being at 20,000, we were still here. Why? Because I'm a believer in the blockchain tech. I think that it's definitely going to end up replacing the fiat system. Now, how it's going to happen exactly, and if it's precisely what they say it is, and there's a lot of variables, and maybe things don't end up panning out exactly how we predicted. But I think in summary here is that we can agree that the price of Bitcoin and the value of cryptocurrencies is increasing, and that's why we've sticked around. And in the meantime, we definitely got to talk about the Lord and other spiritual aspects, which I think is important. So shout out to the task force. Let me go ahead and run down some of these. We did that one. Am I sharing screen? No. There it is. A gold stimulus and a futures gap. 5 things to eye in Bitcoin this week. Okay. Maker's value lock breaches $1 billion. Makers on the up and up. Look at this. Coinbase CEO, exchange won't list Monero due to issues with regulators. Oh, let me read this. Let me read this. Brian Armstrong says regulators will be up in arms with Monero listed on Coinbase, even as Binance and Kraken offer support for the token. Brian Armstrong says Coinbase won't be listing privacy coins like Monero as they're still untested grounds for the regulators in the United States. So this should be evidence to support that Monero is a true privacy token. In a July 24th interview, Peter McCormick on his What Bitcoin Did podcast, Armstrong said he wanted to take a more conservative approach with Coinbase so the exchange would pass the test of time. One of the issues was avoiding direct confrontation about privacy coins, including Monero. Armstrong told McCormick, who referred to Monero as the most credible privacy coin, that as privacy coins become more accepted, Coinbase team would consider listing them. I think with enough time and education, people will get comfortable enough with it. Privacy coins will become more mainstream over time, and maybe more privacy solutions on Bitcoin too. So you guys could read that in its entirety. But, this supports my claim that Monero is like the only real crypto on the block, guys. Shout out to Christozilla. He's back here holding the front line. Task Force says, I never forget the dark days and I lurk nearly every day. Respect for that. Hope Boomet is doing good. What do you think about Cardano Champ and your Ethereum Classic is up place 7, brother? The Boomet is doing great. She's talking like a champette. And thank you for asking. What do I think about Cardano? I think it's doing great. I did mention my thoughts earlier at the broadcast. They're at top number 6 right now. And my understanding is that they're not even complete with the building of their blockchain, and it's not even done yet. And so, yeah, I think it's good, and I'm happy about it. I've covered Cardano, and I've been positive about Cardano. Not as bullish as some people here in the box, but I've liked it. And then my Ethereum Classic. Well, I most recently, and I covered this at the beginning of the broadcast as well, I most recently ended up dumping the Ether Classic before this little run-up. I got a little impatient, I'll be honest with you, and I swapped it into a bunch of DeFi coins. But luckily, I did so before these DeFi coins dumped, and I made some gains. So I'm all right with that. Task Force says, Champ, remember my channel? I started a new one, mostly tech reviews, which is way more successful than my crypto channel, but still crypto's my passion. We will do good with crypto invest, guys. Shout out to you, and good luck with the channel. I know how difficult it is to maintain a channel and actually have one that has subscribers and traffic or whatnot. And, it's not an easy task. The only thing I would say with anybody doing channels is consistency is, I would find very important. You got to be consistent, If you're not making like super high production value, like documentaries and, things that have really high, like a whole full-fledged doc with, high production value elements, then I think it's important to always remind people you're around and drop content. Now, like I would say, the production value on this channel is, I don't have like super graphics. I don't have like editing or whatnot. So, instead of going that route, I provide constant content. Respect and love to you as well, Crypto Task Force. Let me take a peek over here on D-Live. We got 3 people on D-Live. Sparta says Moderna's up 6% today. Phase 3 study of Coronavax. Yeah, there's a few that are up because of hopes of the vax or whatnot. And let's see. You know, obviously there's a race to see who can provide a vaccine or therapeutics or whatnot. And you know, I have my own personal opinion with that, but the fact is that it's happening in the market, so we got to keep an eye on it. I'll take a few more comments and questions. Like I said, I want to keep these broadcasts a little shorter. Bitcoin seems to be on the right track to reach 17,000 in 2020, says Timothy Peterson, some investment advisor. Let's see what he's saying over there on Crypto Daily. 17K in 2020, he says. Timothy, one of the Cane Island alternative advisors, is placing the probability of the leading crypto reaching 17,000 by the end of the year as 30%. Okay. This comes after a flagship coin broke the $10,000 resistance. So Timothy here, he says Bitcoin 10K countdown, 25 days gone, 25 plus days to go. Pretty much on track. Prepare to say goodbye to 4-figure Bitcoin prices forever. And I hope that that's true. I want to say goodbye to these 4-figure Bitcoin prices forever. And I've been saying this for about a year now. That's what we need to do, is conquer that $10,000 range. You can see his forecast. Interesting. All right, guys. If there's no other comments and questions, let me link this in the chat box, and I'm gonna take off. I don't see anybody really on D-Live, so I'll do that next broadcast. Actually, let me take one more peek to D-Live. Hold on one second. Where's my D-Live? Oh, we got 2 people on D-Live. Yeah, I'll do it next time, guys. Let me drop a bomb for you guys anyway. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Stay strong and catch the repeat on the live stream. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you to Sparta, Crypto Task Force, and all the boomers out there. I appreciate you maniacs. Stay strong. It's The Voice, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in.